Hi, this is Nick Ronald from Secret Influence TV, and this is another secret influence tip. These tips show you the way, the techniques to improve and develop your influence and persuasion skills, because influencing is one of the most important skills in life. If you want to grow your business, grow your brand, get more customers and clients, make more profit, engage with your customers, turn customers into funds, you need to be able to influence. So today's top tip is all about creating and delivering a perfect killer elevator pitch. So do subscribe below to Secret Influence TV to get more tips around influence and persuasion. What is the elevator pitch? Well, the elevator pitch, it's not just about elevations, it is also about anywhere. The elevator pitch is based on that idea that you're standing in an elevator and you are just waiting and you notice a guy next to you and you think, oh my God, I recognize him or her. That's a perfect client. I should speak to them. I should speak to, what shall I say? Or maybe you're standing in a lift and the person next to you turns to you and says, oh, what do you do? And you can see their badge, they're attending an event, or when they come to security, and it says what they do, and you think that's perfect. That's a person I need to give my card to. It's that old idea of you've got a short space of time, you suddenly put with someone as your ideal prospect, and you need to sell yourself, you need to connect, you need to swap details in literally a few minutes. Now, the elevator pitch, it's a concept, and the whole principle of it can apply to anything. So if you think, you're in a queue in a shop, you're in a cafe, you are in a pub, you are in a dentist waiting room, anything where you could be put next to someone, it could be an opportunity to promote yourself, to get to details of your respective client. So it could be any sort of social situation, it could be any sort of business situation. The point is, if you're an entrepreneur, you can always be ready for any opportunity to get more business. You've got always opportunity to promote yourself in your business. It's not a 9-to-5 job. Being an entrepreneur, it's your business. You're working in it and on it to an extent, and you've got to always be ready to see an opportunity to get more business. So I'm going to share 4 tips for developing and using a powerful elevator pitch to develop prospects and clients. So the principles don't just apply in person, they also apply in writing. See, I'm a copywriter, and I think that writing copy on websites, on social media, even in emails, it should be about influencing your audience, not just informing them. You want to persuade them when they read your copy that they're 100% clear on what you do and who you are, but also they see what your offer is. They're impressed by it. They can see the value in it. They think, wow, he's not just a web designer. He's not just an accountant. He's someone who could develop a website that will bring in my business massively, or he's an accountant, but he's someone who can give me advice that will give the bigger profit and better investments. It's not just about what you do, it's about why you're so special. That doesn't just apply to meeting people in person, but also writing. So whenever you speak to someone, whenever you write, it should be an opportunity for you to get those key messages that will convert people to be more interested, more engaged, to go through that AIDA model of action, interest, and then desire. Attention, interest, desire, and action. So everywhere is an opportunity to develop an elevator pitch in some form. So it could be in meetings, it could be in exhibitions and conferences and conventions and lifts and post office queues, but of course it also could be when you go to a meeting and you fill in a form and say, what do you do? Bam, elevator pitch opportunity. Maybe you're writing on your social media page and it's you have to write your description, or your website about us page. It's all an elevator pitch opportunity. So on saying that, the elevator pitch is part of a continuous rapport creating, influencing, engaging, and promoting opportunity. There are 4 steps to the killer elevator pitch. So these 4 steps are: 1, who you are, 2, what you do, 3, how you help people or your target market, and 4, swap your contact details and follow up. In an elevator pitch, you have to go for these stages. You have to give all this information. It's no good saying how you help people if you don't know, say, who you are, what you do. It's no good saying who you are and what you do without showing actually the next stage how you help people. You have to go for all these 4 stages in order. The last 2 are the most important. How will you help people? And that includes who you help, what makes you unique, and the contact details swap, the follow up. But you have to go through all 4 stages. So the first one, who you are. Well, you've got to give your name to someone when you introduce. That's how we connect. It starts off with, what's your name? It's the first thing you do in any social situation. Meets on, who are you? So, you tell your name. Hi, I'm Nick Ronald. Or maybe your business name as well. I'm Nick Ronald from Secret Influence. That's it, short and simple. So even when you contact them, if you left a memorable impression and you say on the phone or in an email, hi, it's Nick from Secret Influence, they'll remember, yes, that was the guy in the lift. That was the guy who chatted to in that queue at the post office. What you do is the second one. So don't make it complicated. Don't oversell yourself or try and create yourself a fancy title. What do you do? So it could be, I'm a copywriter, I'm a accountant, I'm a business consultant, I'm a life coach, whatever it is. You want to be just clear at this stage of what you do. Short and sharp, concise. That's the best way that people remember information. So the first 2 stages, who you are, your name, your business name, and what you do. Next, the third one. This is a key one. This is a why, because at the end of the day, no one cares, particularly if you're an accountant, millions of accountants. You're a web designer, there's millions of web designers. You're a business consultant or copywriter, there's millions of them. So, who you help. Do you help the person you're talking to? If not, it's not really relevant to them. And what makes you so unique? Why should that person listen to you? Why should they follow up? Why should they take your calls? And why should they be interested? So how you help, that's your offer. That's your key of the elevator pitch. So for myself, I'm Nick Ronald. I'm a copywriter. I grow businesses, branding, so reach a wider audience with a higher conversion, which leads to higher profits and a bigger client engagement going through your sales funnel. Whatever it is, I'm an accountant and I work with small businesses in the finance sector to help them structure their business such a way to maximize profit. Whatever it is, you need 2-3 sentences at the most, being very clear in what you do that helps people, what makes the difference, what problem are you solving. It's got to be very clear and it's got to be very relevant. I do this, I make this difference, I solve this problem. So I work to change the situation to take it from A to B. Practice this is the most important part. Write it down, rewrite it, practice, hear it sounds, run it in front of other people, maybe Google other examples, what other companies, other people say in elevator pitches. This is so important, and it's only by a process of refining and brainstorming that you get it 100% right. Every word makes a difference. How you help. Who you help, what makes you unique? What is your why? Why should people listen to you? Why should people use your service? What's your offer? The fourth and last is the contact detail exchange. People say business cards are no longer relevant. Well, I disagree. Business cards are fantastic because, yes, we all use social media now for connecting and interacting with people, but actually, someone gives you a business card, you have got everything on there. In theory, you have their name, their title, their business, their phone number, their website, all there, all to remember. You have to remember anything, you have to write anything down, it's all there. And vice versa, if you give it to someone. Now, people do get a business cards, there's the old thing of collecting business cards, we throw them away, we lose them. So business cards are important, they do have a role. I use business cards, I do give them out strategically, and I do take those business cards. The important thing is, when you meet someone in the elevator pitch situation, you've had this brief conversation, introducing yourself, you've told them who you help and how you help them. You finish off and Ask for a business card. If you don't have one, say, is it okay to give mine? Then at least you've got some exchange contact details. You've got their name, you can remember their name in the business. You've swapped hopefully business cards, and then the follow-up. Don't leave it for the person you chatted to follow up with you. It's not going to happen. Be persistent. If you've got a business card, you have their details. If not, you can Google it. You can look them up on LinkedIn. Send them an email, phone them. Be persistent, be friendly, but follow up. It's worth it. Persistent pays. Determination delivers. If you don't follow up, then it's a wasted opportunity. It's no good meeting someone who's a great prospect and having a little connection, creating a rapport, swapping details, and then not doing anything with it. So follow up. Every single time you meet anyone who's a good connection in some way, maybe it's in the longer term, maybe it's someone you can work with, do a JVG with, a joint venture. Maybe you could, be a potential partner in the future, not just about being a client. Maybe it could be someone you could, you could hire perhaps in your team, but you have to follow up after you made that connection. So I hope that's helpful. The killer elevator pitch, whether it's in person, in any situation, one-to-one or in a group, whether it's written down, you're writing down, who am I, what do I do, about us section, filling in a form. These are the stages: who you are, what you do, how you help, contact details, and follow up. So the last thing to say, as with all tips I give, is practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. Hope you found it helpful. Please subscribe and you can get more tips on being a better influencer, how you can persuade others, engage with your audience better, get more clients, grow your business and your brand. That's it for Secrets Influence TV.